Okay, I normally don't do this, but this video is for Denise, in G37. I thought your video was pretty rude and pretty, you know, y- you did a lot in trying to interpret my thoughts and feelings and motives behind what I said. You're pretty cocky about it. In fact, you're pretty bitter. And you really had no idea why I said that. It wasn't, my initial video had nothing to do with sugar-free popsicles. But when asked my opinion on why I do not like sugar-free popsicles, I gave it. And, you know, I never said that sugar-free popsicles were bad for you. And you keep going on this trip about, my doctor gave it to me and it must be okay. Okay, let me tell you what. There's a lot of doctors out there, and they all have a different plan, and they have a different diet, and guess what? It doesn't work for everyone. And I don't know about you. You're talking about how mature you are and how much older you are than some of the girls out there. I don't listen to everything my doctor has to tell me. You know, it's absolutely ludicrous to think that we're all going to have the same ideas and thoughts and feelings behind this. I've often said what works for me doesn't necessarily work for you, and I don't care what you do. Okay, we get on this thing because we vent, we talk, we look for support, we talk about our ups, our downs, and it's it's really interesting how you touch on that one point and make it seem like I am being so judgmental and getting on to this poor girl for eating a popsicle. I don't care. Let her eat the popsicle. Go eat your pizza. I don't care because that's not my journey. It's yours. What I said was sometimes people's, frame of mind doesn't change. I mean, they staple our stomachs. They're not stapling our brain. And sometimes you have to make that decision without thinking about what's making you feel good. And I hear you talking about in your video, oh, we all want something feel good and blah. Okay, well, that's great. If you couldn't do the change, if you don't do the change, it doesn't affect me. But it changed me. This weight loss surgery changed me. Was I able to make those changes before? No. That's why I had to have weight loss surgery. So can I offer a little advice to people out there who are having it done and that are going into this? Sure, if they want to take it. But I certainly don't judge anybody for anything that they choose to do. So I think that your video was really rude. And on top of it, you were talking about how you get annoyed at people talking about their accomplishments of like running 1.235 miles or whatever it is. I'd like to say that I don't know you. I don't know how big you've been. I don't know what your victories in life have been. I don't know how small you've been. But I will tell you what. Coming from someone who has been super morbidly obese most of their entire life, and I will be 31 years old in April, when you go from not being able to walk out your front door to your car without having a mini stroke to being able to run, of course you're going to talk about it. You either change your lifestyle and you become a completely different person who gets excited about how many miles they run versus what they're cramming in their mouth, or you don't. But why are you going to judge other people for what they get ecstatic about and what they don't get ecstatic about? I get the wrong vibe from you, and I've never seen your videos before. Of course I went to watch it because, basically replying to something I said, but that's fine. I just don't understand why you have to be so cocky, and you're talking about other people being judgmental. I think you need to take that plank out of your eye.